The opera singer, despite her abilities being designed only for high-tempo pursuit, had achieved a substantial amount of success, being the second hunter to be banned consistently, basically perma-banned even the year after her release, with the last one being the Dreamwitch era. The opera singer had also received an insanely high number of nerfs essentially every balance update that most other characters can't even come close to. The opera singer was released on June 21st, 2023, or in Season 27 Essence 1. People didn't notice her potential at first, but only a little while later, everyone realized that she was very broken while maintaining a fun design for most of the player base. Therefore, basically every hunter main started practicing her, which made everyone in high rank practice her and now still being able to pick her when she isn't banned. For the survivors side on the other hand, they started perma-banning her in rank and professional plays even until now. In this video, we will discuss why the opera singer will never reach the balanced state. First, the opera singer is extremely resistant to survivor meta changes. No particular survivor archetype effectively counters her, and the gap closing potential without downtime limits survivors' kiting potential very quickly and effectively. Since against the opera singer, the method of kiting with obstacles and items to create distance is now extremely difficult because of her first ability, Shadow Leap. It significantly reduces the effectiveness of this kiting method, with a gap close potential like no other. Survivors with movement abilities that's meant to get very long distances becomes a lot less effective against her, since she could catch up easily anyway after, without costing her cooldown, while the survivors do it at the cost of their items. Pallet spamming becomes the same way, although you shouldn't pallet spam either way most of the time, but against her, pallet spamming and just leave becomes completely useless. Her speed allows her to go around very quickly and catch up anyway, which is different to most other hunters in a way that they have to use their normal movement speed to go around, or use their cooldowns for it. For the opera singer on the other hand, she gets speed just from being in the Shadow Realm, and dash to even more places without putting it on cooldown. As a result, survivors are forced to resort to a plan B, looping around pallets, hoping that either the opera singer swings at or get hit by the pallet. However, this second kiting method also becomes considerably limited due to the opera singer's high movement speed when transitioning into a different Shadow Realm to move through pallets or while pursuing survivors during loops. Additionally, her second ability, Shadow Dance, she could teleport to one of her leftover remnants from Shadow Leap, and potentially getting a hit on the survivor. These two abilities highly restrict the fundamental kiting methods, making her always a huge threat unless big changes are made to Shadow Leap and Shadow Dance. Although her map control ability may seem mediocre at first, the moment she reaches tier 2, she gains map control comparable to that of the Breaking Wheel, with just Shadow Leap alone, while subsequently leaving behind Shadow Dance remnants to teleport to, after every dash, for camping chairs or cipher machines if needed. Not to mention, teleporting to a remnant that's within the Shadow Realm also resets Shadow Leap's cooldown, with the same if not tons better chasing potential compared to tier 0. Like the Breaking Wheel, the mobility enables an extremely high snowballing potential that most other hunters can't even come close to, while being a pursuit hunter that's generally known for bad map control. Along with the first reason that makes her a non-counterable hunter, since the opera singer will always have a tool for any situation, whether it's chasing, map control, or her decent camping potential, further limiting the survivor's counterplay when going against the opera singer. Moreover, there isn't a realistic way to nerf her so that she is balanced across the whole player base, and not making her either the same or underpowered afterward. She can only be balanced according to professional plays, as she is designed as a high skill ceiling, low skill floor hunter. This means if she is balanced in the hand of skill players, then for average players, she would become way too difficult to use effectively. Plus, for average players, she would receive the Dreamwitch syndrome, since she is made as a high skill cap, low skill floor hunter, which will start to make her a not worth it choice for average players. They could nerf her stats even more, but since Shadow Leap is so effective at what it does, it wouldn't make too much of a difference in most situations, while keeping her mobility like no one else. The only way they could nerf her is the Shadow Leap speed or distance, like the balance change they made on November 2nd, 2023. But it'll most likely become underpowered, since Shadow Leap is all she is, from chasing to map control to even defending. It's either still gonna be overpowered in skilled players' hands, like right now in Season 32, or if they further nerf it and make her an either not worth it choice for most of the player base, or straight up unplayable for everyone. This is a problem with nerfing her, since for most other hunters, NetEase does have other ways to nerf the hunters and change the point that is good about them, since they aren't so much like the opera singer, where her dash is all she is, and there's no other way to lower her potential and keep her in check. Plus, over-nerfing Shadow Leap will cause tremendous effects to her very quickly. Anyway, these are the reasons why the opera singer will most likely never be balanced across the entire player base.